everyone. This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday. I surely am. And of course, we have a lot of hot tea to talk about on today's episode. So now let's get started. Now let's start off with the Met Gala. This past Monday, the Met Gala took place over in New York City, and we saw a lot of star-studded celebrities in the red carpet of the Met Gala. One of them happened to be Kim Kardashian, who rocked a Marilyn Monroe dress that, by the way, was not washed since the day that Marilyn Monroe took it off. And also we saw Justin Bieber rock a beautiful tuxedo, and we also saw Hailey Bieber kill it in the red carpet. Well, anywho, we also got to see Blake Lively, we got to see Cardi B, Mari Abato, the Gilded Age's Louisa Jacobson, and many, many more celebs that got to rock it in this year's red carpet of the Met Gala. Now, with this fundraiser for the museum's Costume Institute positioned around its latest exhibition in America, an anthology of fashion, many guests opted for looks that honored an Americana theme. Others paid tribute to New York City, while still others channeled the notion of gilded glamour in a literal sense. Perhaps most importantly, exceedingly few attendees turned up in the over-the-top costumes that became the headlines of previous events, instead choosing looks that exuded drama while never stepping outside a fashion ideal. So apparently we saw so many good dresses. One of them also got to be Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh got to rock a beautiful green dress with a watch and jewelry that included the stunning Forest Valley necklace, also designed by Gurung Fortasaki, crafted of Akoya and South Sea pearls, diamonds, aquamarines, sapphires, and tourmalines set in platinum. And then Blake Lively, she got to rock a beautiful Atelier Versace gown before she revealed the backstory on the red carpet. At the base of the steps, an oversized bow in copper hued satin was unfurled to reveal a train in verdigris, embroidered and bedded to resemble the celestial map and zodiac constellations depicted on the ceiling of New York's Grand Central Terminal. Her Art Deco beading, meanwhile, was meant to evoke thoughts of the Vampire State Building. As for the look's bronze to verdigris color change, when combined with Lively's Lorraine Schwartz crown and earrings, the result was a tribute to Lady Liberty. She said, "It's my homage to icons of New York," Lively explained on the red carpet. Janelle Monáe got to rock a Ralph Lauren halter dress, gilded glamour for the future, and the design started with the hood and bib fully embellished in crystal stripes and black sequins, and descended to a fluted mermaid skirt embroidered and beaded with more than 36,000 jet black rhinestones. Monet finished the look with the domino dots ring, crafted of black and white diamonds set in 18-karat white gold by Delfina del Traz. Now, Cardi B, she literally got to blow up Twitter with this dress, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Cardi B arrived in her gold medal Atelier Versace gown. Few looks reflected gilded glamour quite like Cardi B's gown, which also was among the night's most complex designs. Gold medal chains featuring Versace's signature Medusa and Greca symbols and totaling roughly 1 mile in length were embroidered onto the sheer tulle dress, which required 1,300 hours to complete. Fingerless gloves were crafted in the same manner, while a hand-sculpted chain collar is meant to evoke images of a Victorian coat ruff. On Instagram, the rapper and songwriter deemed herself a Versace trophy. Now, Tessa Thompson got to rock a Carolina Herrera dress, which was a huge dress, and it was pink. And it was a West Gordon for Carolina Herrera, and she honored the night's Gilded Age theme, but the abundance of hand-pleated tulle in the tiered skirt was pure fantasy. Now, Glenn Close, she got to rock a Valentino dress, and it was a head-to-toe Valentino, and it was a custom look by creative director Pierpaolo Piccioli. Now, Alicia Keys got to rock a Ralph Lauren dress. Dakota Johnson got to rock a Gucci dress. And we saw so many more luxurious dresses on this year's Met Gala. So if you guys are really interested in seeing all of the luxurious dresses that these artists got to wear on this year's Met Gala, please head over to Google and you will see so many. Or you will see, or you can go to either entertainmenttonight.com or you can go to Hollywood or any other website and you will see for yourself all of those lovely dresses. Well, anywho, um, since the Kardashians got to attend this year's Met Gala, apparently they did not get to attend the verdict of Black China. But their lawyers were there in the verdict. Well, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Black China is going to appeal Kardashian Jenner lawsuit verdict, and that's what the lawyer says. Now, on Monday, a jury sided with the Kardashians family and awarded no monetary damages to the real Black China star. Now, Black China will appeal the verdict in her defamation case against the Kardashian Jenner family, her lawyer said. And the news comes after the Kardashians' family members were cleared of all the key questions in court on Monday. No, and here's the thing. This is what was being said. The jury found that China had not physically abused Rob Kardashian. China's attorney Lynn Clanny said to the Associated Press. She added that the jury found that all four defendants had intentionally interfered with her contract with the E! Network. And in response, she said she and client China 33 will appeal on the remaining questions. Now, Kim Kardashian was dropped from the lawsuit by a judge earlier in the trial, but sisters Kylie Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, and Kris Jenner were named in the defamation suit. China attempted to prove that the Kardashian-Jenner family had purposely interfered to cause the cancellation of her E! show, Rob in China, which aired while she was engaged to brother Rob Kardashian. Now, in a statement on Twitter on April, China explained her thoughts behind the court case and, all that other stuff. But anywho, this is what I personally think. I figured that the Kardashians were going to defeat Black China in this case because I know that Black China is a psycho. She really is, and she's only there for the money and she's only there for the attention. Let's be real here. Because, I know the Kardashians, they like to go out and they're very calm people. They're very nice. They're very friendly, and I know that they are also very hardworking women. Yes, we also see them as women that, that got famous. Well, Kim got famous by a sex tape and so forth, which, by the way, I'll talk about that further on. But for now, I'm going to talk about the fact that these women are hardworking women, and they wouldn't really want to focus on harming anyone, especially Black China, who happened to be the ex of their brother Rob. Like, come on now. They really wouldn't do such a thing. So that's why I knew this whole entire time that Black China is wrong here for accusing the Kardashians of defamation and all of this other crap. It really is wrong, and I also feel like Black China is also trying to make herself look even better than the Kardashians by doing this lawsuit against them, because it also seems to me that Black China wants to be the brighter star in the situation, and she wants to be this person that also wants to gain more attention and also more people to feel sorry for her. So that's what it also is sounding like to me in this situation. And I personally think that that is just very dirty to play things, especially with the own family, ladies and gentlemen, especially with the own family. So this is just wrong in so many levels, and I also feel like to the Kardashians out there, y'all need to just not even take your time and energy to focus on stuff like this, and y'all need to just focus on what really matters in life, and that's your guys' career. And of course, the Met Gala was more important, so there was a reason to why they decided to attend the Met Gala on Monday instead of having to attend that verdict where Blac Chyna was being basically proven wrong to even sue the Kardashians for defamation. And The lawyers were there, so that's what really matters. So, anywho, congrats to the Kardashians on defeating Black China in this situation. Congrats to them, and I really hope and I wish nothing but the best for the Kardashians. I really do. All right, so now from that story to now, Wendy Williams. So, as we all know, Wendy Williams has been going through so much these past few months, especially since she's been out of her talk show for almost a year now. And apparently, Wendy Williams also got to be one of the stars that got to attend this year's Met Gala. And when she was interviewed, she says that the Wendy Williams show is going to be, in fact, back on television. Well, apparently, the 57-year-old talk show host, she got to say that apparently, uh, she said that she apparently is ready to make a big comeback to television, and she also says that she's ready to get back to work, and then she basically, is just, she feels excited basically to be back on to the Wendy Williams show. By far, definitely. Well, this is what I think. I personally think that Wendy Williams is a great talk show host. She is hilarious. She has given us memes, especially. And, she is literally one of the shadiest talk show hosts in America. But, I mean, she does it so well, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be real here. Now, I personally think that Wendy Williams probably does have a chance to actually get her talk show back, especially in the fall of this year, because probably Fox might be like, well, you know what? If Wendy Williams really gives us the ratings and she really gives us that good money and that good profit, especially because of how great of a talk show host she is and how good her show has been doing, then we might as well just bring her back. And we will just let Sherri Shepherd still have her talk show, but separately from Wendy's show. I think that's how it's going to turn out to be in this situation, especially because a lot of people are already saying that Sherri Shepherd is a replacement to Wendy Williams. Well, anywho, I also feel in this case that Wendy Williams is also going to be having her talk show back in the fall, because I feel like Fox and also the audience, it's not just Fox, that they really want to see more of Wendy. They really want to see more of what she's been going through in life, especially after all the awful things that she's been going through, especially with her Wells Fargo situation, and then the fact that she's divorcing from her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, and the fact that she is going through her Graves' disease. That is just more than enough right there to just torment Wendy Williams by far. So that's why I really think that Wendy Williams does have chances. She probably does have chances of returning to her talk show in the fall. But let's just see how this is going to turn out. Let's just see, and let's just wait and see. Now, it was previously said that Wendy Williams was not going to be returning in the fall, and that it was going to get canceled in June, and then that Sherri Shepherd was going to take the full-on replacement for the fall. And we were all convinced, and a lot of the Wendy Williams fans, I remember they were all sad, and then they were expressing their sadness, and they were saying that it was the end of an era, and so forth. But it seems like this era is definitely not going to end. That's what it seems like it, but we're just going to have to wait and see in the upcoming months. But anywho, I really hope and I wish nothing for the best for Wendy Williams, and I hope that she makes her big comeback to television. All right, so now from Wendy Williams to now more hot topics. So now let's talk about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So as we all know, this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case has been going on for over a week now. Oh my God. And I thought it was going to only last for like a day or two. Okay, so apparently Depp is, well, we all know that Depp got sued. Depp is suing her for $50 million. Well, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Apparently, Amber Heard has taken the stand to defend herself and ex-husband Johnny Depp's $50 million defamation still against her. For the past 3.5 weeks, the jury has largely listened to Depp's side of the story. Now, the actress gets to share her truth. Heard 36 is expected to testify for a few days in wide-ranging testimony that will likely cover her childhood, past relationships, history of abuse, and trauma, and her doomed union with Depp. The actress wore a three-piece suit for her first day of testimony paired with a blue button-down shirt with white stripes. Depp, 58, meanwhile, was in a gray suit and purple shirt with sunglasses and his hair pulled back in a ponytail. Okay, so this is pretty interesting here. How now? And this is actually pretty nerve-wracking too, just to see that now Amber Heard is going to take the stand here in this defamation lawsuit. I think that Amber Heard, like I said before, is going to have all of the wins here. She is definitely going to win because she is already having the proof that there was already stuff being done to her from Johnny Depp, especially since proof is worth a million words. Now, I also think that Amber Heard, I can tell, is already prepared to say what she has to say in the courthouse, and especially convince the judge that she's the innocent one and that she's been going through a lot in life and that it's time that she needs to, take a break from all the drama, and also the fact that she does not deserve to get sued at all. I feel like that's how it's going to work here. Now, another reason to why I feel like Amber Heard has more to win in this situation, and I'm not just saying this to be sexist, but I think it's because she's a woman. And I feel like in many cases, in my opinion, women have more to win than men do when it comes to lawsuits, because we live in a time, ladies and gentlemen, where women are being protected, they are being defended, especially by abusers, especially by their spouses. And we are also living in a time when women are also being protected, not just by that, but also they are being protected in other stuff like sexual abuse, rape, so especially because, we already had the Me Too movement, and we had so many other things going on, ladies and gentlemen. So that has influenced women to actually speak up and actually feel confident and actually, win in cases like this. So that's the reason to why I feel like Amber Heard really has more to win in this situation than Johnny Depp does. So, anywho, I'm just going to have to wait and see in the next few days what is going to happen in this trial between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. But for now, let's just predict and let's just think on what will happen next. All right. So now from Johnny Depp and Amber Heard to now more hot tea, obviously. So now let's talk more. Well, now let's talk about Dave Chappelle. All right, so Dave Chappelle was having a stand-up show last night. Well, apparently a suspect went on stage. Well, a person went on stage and attacked Dave Chappelle. Well, apparently the suspect who attacked Dave Chappelle on stage had a gun-shaped knife when he was arrested, sources say. Well, apparently the suspect who attacked comedian Dave Chappelle on stage at the Hollywood Bowl had a knife shaped like a gun when he was arrested, and Isaiah Lee, that's his name, and he's 23 years old, was taken into custody yesterday night after tackling Chappelle during his performance. A cell phone camera in the audience captured the moment the man ran on stage and tackled Chappelle. The comedian fell back but managed to quickly free himself as security rushed out to grab the attacker. According to ABC News, Chappelle and the man tussled on the stage floor. Security staff surrounded and tackled the man in the rear corner of the stage. Chappelle appeared to run toward the altercation, saying the man was being stomped, and asked repeatedly for security to remove the man from the stage. Exclusive footage from Air 7 HD captured the attacker on a gurney as he was being loaded into an ambulance to be taken to a hospital for unspecified injuries. So Lee was booked on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon and is being held on $30,000 bail, according to LAPD booking records. It's unclear what motivated Lee to run onto the stage or how he managed to enter the venue with the weapon. The comedian was not injured in the attack and later joked with the audience about it. Comedian Chris Rock, who performed earlier in the night, came on stage with Chappelle moments after the attack and joked, "Was that Will Smith?" Okay, I feel like Chris Rock was trying to keep it light afterwards with that joke. Alright, well, this is very scary. Extremely, extremely scary, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, comedians, artists, whoever cannot go on stage these days because there will be a freaking lunatic that will just run on stage and try to attack you. I mean, thank God for security, but at the same time, there are just times when unfortunately security can't even catch these people immediately, and these crazy people have a way to just sneak up on stage and try to attack the performer or whoever gets to be on stage in these kinds of shows. And also, I feel like these people that are trying to do their job, they are just trying to do their job. They are just trying to mind their own business. They are just trying to keep it light. They are not trying to invite any hatred. They are not trying to invite any violence into any of these shows at all. So why do these people even think about even giving up a lot of hatred and a lot of stupidity to just ruin shows like this, especially with a knife and a gun and all these other stuff? Nah. This is very unacceptable, and this is unfortunately what we have been coming to these days when it comes to shows like this. It's so unfortunate, and it's so scary. And I also feel like in shows like this, it's also very it's fun, having to see the performers. It really is fun to actually meet them and stuff like that. And it's also fun for the performer to meet their fans. But also the performer needs to look out and actually be careful and see who is really his fan and who really is a good person. We see faces, but we don't see souls. That's the thing here when it comes to people walking into these venues and coming to see these artists. Let's just be real here. Unfortunately, we do not have these eyes where we're like, okay, well, we can see you and we can see your soul too. So, your soul is fine, you're welcome. Your soul is bad, get out of here. No, unfortunately, that's not how it works in life, because unfortunately, we only see faces. We only have normal eyes. We ain't no robots. We ain't no none of that. Nah. Well, anywho, I really hope that Dave Chappelle is okay, and I really hope that he continues to be okay, and I really hope that this doesn't really traumatize him, because it's situations like this that could also be very traumatizing. Extremely traumatizing, like for real though. So, anywho, good luck to Dave Chappelle, and I hope nothing but the best. And also, I hope that this person that attacked or tried to attack Dave Chappelle really gets to be held accountable for what he did, which he already is, but I hope he gets to be even more held accountable. All right, so now from Dave Chappelle to now, more hot topics. All right. All right. So let's talk about Kayla Posey. So apparently, Toddlers and Tiara star Kayla Posey unfortunately passed away yesterday at the age of 16. Well, apparently, Kalia's family shares her cause of death. In a statement shared to TMZ on May 3rd, the family of the former Toddlers and Tiara star confirmed she died by suicide. And this is what they got to say. Although she was an accomplished teenager with a bright future ahead of her, unfortunately, in one impetuous moment, she made the rash decision to end her earthly life. The family statement read, "She won countless crowns and trophies after competing on the pageant circuit her entire life. Her highly acclaimed talent as a contortionist had already led to professional touring job offers, and she had recently been selected to be a cheerleader at her high school next fall." News of Kayla's death was first confirmed by her mother, Marcy Posey Gotterman, on May 2nd in a Facebook post alongside a photo of the teen in a glittery gold gown. The matriarch wrote, "I don't have words or any thoughts. A beautiful baby girl is gone." End quote. Well, this is a very tough topic to talk about. Sadly, depression is everywhere with a lot of people. Especially for young teenagers out there that have been going through so much drama, so much ridiculousness, that it just encourages them to do something so bad and awful like self-harm. And I feel like it's really times like this when people, not just teenagers, need to approach to another person and talk to the other person to seek help in order to actually be able to control their emotions and be able to actually be able to calm themselves down and not lead themselves to risky situations like this. Also, it is very important to seek therapy. Most importantly, therapy. Therapists are really good at really helping others and actually guiding others into actually living a happy and healthier life, especially. So it's really times like these where we as people need to seek help. We really need to be able to reach out and be open, especially. Be so open, because the more we're open, the more people are going to know what we are going through in life, so that way these people can actually help us. So I really am sad and I really am heartbroken for the family of Kayla Posey, especially because she was such a young girl. She was only 16 years old. Only 16. I really am sad. I really, really am sad about this. And she was so beautiful. I saw she was very, very beautiful. And now, unfortunately, a beautiful soul is gone and now is in heaven. This is really something that should also be discussed about, not only in therapy offices or in psychology offices, but this should also be talked about a lot more in TV shows, especially TV shows like this. Because I feel like the more we get to raise awareness to self-harm and depression, and the more we are able to focus on that kind of stuff, I think the more we are able to help all those people out there that are watching and that are going through that, so that way they won't make that dumb decision of doing that kind of stuff to themselves. And I also feel like the more we are able to focus and talk about this situation, the more we are able to actually understand these people and actually be able to be more, not just understanding, but also just we are able to reach out. There you go. We are able to reach out to the people that are going through the situation, especially because the more they get to see us talk about it, the more people can come into these shows and they can talk about their situations to us, and then we can help as well. Instead of just us having to talk about it on shows like this, we could also have someone on these shows and talk about this situation with them. That's how I feel like it should be. It should be. So, anywho, rest in peace, Kayla Posey, and I really feel so heartbroken and devastated for the family of Kayla Posey. All right, so now from that tragic, sad story to now more hot topics. The show will go on. Um, so now let's talk about Kaley Cuoco. Kaley Cuoco and Tom Pelphrey cuddle up in new pics, seemingly confirm relationship. All right, so Kaley Cuoco has a new boo, and apparently the flight attendant actress confirmed that she is in a relationship with Ozark's Tom Pelphrey, and she confirmed it on Monday. Cuoco made the reveal via Instagram in a reflective post. Life lately, the sun breaks through the clouds, rays of gold slipping into my eyes and heart, rays of yellow to break the gray, she captioned the photo of Caruso. Cuoco led the photo set with a picture of the woods and a video of her dog. Fans got the first glimpse of her romance with Pelphrey in the third slide when she shared a series of Polaroids of her and the actor cozied up. The following slides were solo shots of the actor before Cuoco ended it with a selfie of Pelphrey kissing her on the cheek while she held the camera. Now, the news of the couple's relationship comes almost 8 months after Cuoco and her ex, Carl Cook, announced they were ending their marriage after 3 years. All right, so this is actually pretty cute, and I'm actually really happy for Kaley Cuoco to be in a relationship again. I really hope she has a happy relationship with this guy, and I really hope that she has the best time of her life with this guy. Because here's the thing, there is nothing better than to actually have a really good time, especially with someone that you feel is going to be a part of your life. Because yes, it's good to be single. Yes, it's good to, mind your own business and this and that. But at the same time, people get sick and tired of being single, and they get sick and tired of being alone. They want somebody to be there with them and to be there for them and cozy with them and hug them and all this other stuff with them. They want that someone with them in life. They don't want to be alone all the time. And I also feel like, as for Kaley Cuoco, for example, since she's an actress, she's a celebrity, and she has had so much work in her time and in her schedule, especially, she really wants to focus also on the nice thing, on the nice personal things, like finding a boyfriend or taking a hike or something like that, instead of just focusing on the professional stuff that she has been dealing with throughout her acting career. So that's how I really feel is going on here with Kaley Cuoco. And also, Kaley Cuoco, she is a very nice girl. She is hilarious. She is intelligent. She is such a happy, sweet person. So she really deserves to have a man, and I feel like any man would literally would want to date Kaley Cuoco. Any man, and also because she's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. So anywho, Kaley Cuoco, if you're watching this, good luck, and I really hope you have a beautiful relationship with your new man. And I really am rooting for you on this one because I know. And I can already imagine how awful and heartbreaking it could be just having to be recovering or try to be recovering from a previous marriage or a relationship. I can already imagine how awful that is. So, anywho, well, I can't imagine actually. I cannot imagine. So, anywho, good luck to you, Kaley Cuoco, and I wish you nothing but the best. And also to all of you people out there that are really struggling into finding a relationship and that are really wanting to find a relationship in life, that person will be there. Just be patient. Be extremely patient, because the more we're patient, the more they're going to come. And the more we're impatient, the more we're going to end up finding the wrong person, or the more we're just going to end up crying and getting depressed, and that's not really good. And also that person that you are going to find in life, and they are really going to acknowledge the beauty in you. They're going to acknowledge the good in you. They're going to acknowledge and they're going to appreciate you, most importantly. So just remember that when you are thinking, oh, when that person or that special someone is going to be coming into your life, just remember that. Really, it is really important to remember that, and to remember the positivity of it all. By far, that's all I have to say here. So, relationships, some of course are gonna have downfalls. Some are gonna have more downfalls, that it will end up to a horrible breakup or a horrible divorce, because unfortunately that's how life works here. But as long as the relationship has a good agreement and it has a good connection and a very good bond, and especially communication, the more the relationship is going to work in life. The more the relationship is actually going to get far in life, especially. Just remember that. Just remember that. It's that kind of advice that all these relationships need to hear, especially marriages. So that is all I have to say. So I know this is relationship 101 now here at the Jose Show, but that is just me just trying to entertain y'all, and that is just me also trying to be helpful to all of you lovely viewers out there that are watching this lovely show. All right, so that is it for today's show, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Jose Show, and I really hope you guys get to tune in to more episodes of the Jose Show. So please make sure to follow me on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, and I'll see you next time.